this video, I'm going to show you how to order from our holiday framing promotion. Let's get started. So you've landed on this page and you can just click on either one of these icons to order your first frame. So step number one is we have to get some images in here to print. So you go down to the bottom of the screen and you click on this gray bar down here, or you can drop or drag and drop images into it if you'd like, but I'm going to click on it. And I've prepared a couple of images. So that's one. I'm going to load another one. And that's two. So now I have the two images I want to print loaded up and ready to go. Now you might ask, you say, well, I only see a vertical. If you have a horizontal image, you simply just need to drag it in and it'll change the orientation of the print and frame special. So, but let's get started with this image. So step number two, and I want to do an 8 by 12 in a 12 by 16 frame. If I wanted to do the larger one, I would simply click on it. But let's get started with the 8 by 12. We'll get to the 11 by 14 print in the 16 by 19 frame in just a second. So what I have to do now is select the kind of paper I want. The Moab LaSalle Exhibition Luster is a default, so you want to make sure if you don't want that paper that you select another paper. For this image, I'm going to go to the bottom of the list, and we've included a whole bunch of really nice papers here, and it gives you a little description if you hover over the paper on what that paper is like. But for this image, I am going to pick the Hahnemühle Agave matte paper. Now this is part of their natural line. It's got a slightly warmer base and it's a matte paper. So I like this paper for this image because I want this image to have kind of very soft tonality. It doesn't need to be really contrasty. I think that's what lends itself to kind of this landscape the best. So my next step is to pick a frame. Now you can see we have all kinds of frame colors here to choose from. And if you simply click on a frame, it'll show you a representation of what that frame would look like. That's gold, antique gold, which is not bad, but given, kind of the decor of my home and I want to give a few of these as gifts, I'm going to go for something a little bit more neutral. So I'm going to go with this frosted pewter. Maybe the graphite. No, I think the frosted pewter is nice. So, all right. So now I have selected my frame and I've selected my paper. And now remember, if you want to have a larger quantity discount, that discount applies to multiple images, but from the same frame size. So let's say I go up to 6, then it's going to give me the multiple quantity discount. But I don't think I want 6 of those. I'm going to keep one for myself and give one to a friend. So I'm going to go with 2. So then I'm going to add that to the cart. There you go. And next I'm going to do this horizontal image. So for this one, I want the larger size. So I click on it and then I'm simply going to click on the image. There you go. So now you can see it's got a little check mark next to the larger size print and frame. And I need to go and select a paper. For this image, I'm going to select the Hahnemühle Photorag Metallic. This is a really, really interesting and beautiful paper. It's got a metallic flake in the emulsion of the paper. So it has a slight metallic sheen to it that looks really nice, especially with images that have a lot of saturated color, images that are graphic, and I think that this image fits that really well. So I think that with those, deep blues and greens, I think it's going to look really great. So next, I'm going to pick a frame, and I think this is why this promotion is a lot of fun, because a color frame with this image is going to look really good. So that's Tangerine, which is kind of an orangey frame, which is not bad, kind of a complementary color to all that blue. But I think I want a more of a unified palette. So I'm going to go with the galactic blue, and I think that looks really good. So, okay, Now I've picked my frame and I want to do a couple of these. I'm going to give one to that fella in the image. So I'm going to do 2, and I've added it to the cart. So great. Now I've ordered my frames and we're ready to check out. So to check out, I'm hovering over the cart icon in the top right-hand corner of the page, and you'll see it'll show me my selections and my quantities and my discounted price. So then I click on that, and it brings me to the cart, and I can check this again. If I want to add more, I could add more. So I'm going to add one more frame there, and then I'm going to go to checkout. Okay, so now you'll notice that it's giving me a couple of shipping costs here, and this one I can't click on. It's grayed out because it needs to go into a medium-sized box, given that I've ordered the larger size frame. So I could either click on this UPS box icon, or if I'm in the Boston area and I want to drive into our lab, I could click pickup. But for this, I'm going to click ship. I just want them shipped right to my home address. So then you go next, and I'm going to select my email, and it's going to populate the field, and there you go. I'm going to put addresses in there, and next I'm going to calculate sales tax. And you'll notice over here on the right, it gives me all that, and sales tax according to my area. And then next, it brings me to the payment field. No thanks. It brings me to the payment field, and I'm going to select credit card because that's how I'm going to pay. And I think the rest is pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to fill in all my information on my credit card here and keep you on the line. But if you have any questions, you can always call our lab during business hours, and the phone number is 617-489-0035, and we'd be happy to help you out or walk you through it. So this is really a great promotion, and we hope you take advantage of it and have a great holiday.